Yo, this is Mike, Ringmaster of the Imagination Circus, otherwise known as Archangel the Pegasus during times of Ponydom, as this is episode reaction to MLP Season 8, Episode 24, Father Knows Best. And as that is the case, I'm pretty sure this is the penultimate episode before the Season 8 finale, which, holy crud, really, we're there already? Feels like it went by like that. But regardless, yeah, I know I'm kind of late again and again, depending on when this gets unblocked, because it's gonna get blocked again. So, and of course, by the point you see me talking about it here, it'll be unblocked, but it's gonna get blocked again, no doubt, annoyingly. So, and yeah, I know and that's partly why my last few have been late, but also because I've just been kind of busy the last few weeks. In this case, I went to Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con this weekend, and it was great. Fantastic. Sadly, I couldn't record on Saturday, but I'm doing it now. I'm getting this out. Hopefully, y'all enjoy it. And also, could I just say, I'm hyped for this. I really am. The last two episodes have been great, and the title, Father Knows Best, that's an interesting title, to say the least, and I'm really, really curious. Hopefully, this will be as good as the last two. And so, yeah, I feel like I got everything out of the way I wanted to say, so let's go, shall we? And play. Okay, we got, well, Spike, it's opening up with Spike flying, so, oh, he's practicing, and he does seem to be having a little bit of trouble, but he's not doing too bad,
okay,
so
Spike.
He
now
does
let's
need
try
practice.
A flip.
Also,
remember, 2 flaps, then straight up. Got it.
oh, jeez, that looked like it hurt. Oh, wow, he's crashing a lot. Okay, I guess he got the...
You're doing great, Spike. Now let's see the big finish.
Okay, yeah, so Spike flies pretty good. But he does need practice. It's good to know. I'm glad we're getting at least one episode focusing on him post getting his wings, because if the wings episode was the only one, a Spike episode this season, I would have been very disappointed.
Maybe I should get Rainbow Dash. She's the one who taught me advanced flying techniques.
No, thanks. If I'm gonna mess up, I'd rather do it in front of you.
Well, that's
I just don't understand
a little
why none
sweet.
of your advice is helping.
Because she's teaching you to fly like a pony instead of a dragon.
What's the difference?
Well, we don't have feathers for starters.
That actually kind of makes sense. You know, that actually makes a little logical sense. Difference in the biology and physiology would cause some difference. That was...
Wow! Thank you so much! How did you know I just needed to bend my wings?
Honestly, this is Dragon 101. Usually dragon parents teach this stuff.
You know, that's kind of surprising, but outside
Spike,
of it...
I've been thinking about our flying lesson.
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I overlooked something as simple as feathers. It's no wonder you were having
I'm sure it's a little bit more complicated than that. The fact that dragons don't walk on 4 hooves, I think, would probably affect it.
Do you think being raised by ponies has affected you in other ways? Spike?
Did you say something, Twilight? Sorry, I'm just finishing up this thank you throw pillow for Smolder. And you know how I get when I'm in the embroidery zone.
Okay, that was kind of cute. And a nice subversion. You'd think Spike's gonna be depressed or sad or something, but no, he's just concentrating on sewing a throw pillow to thank Smolder. I don't know how Smolder will react getting such a present, but I'm sure she'll appreciate it, but at the same time, it's like, you know. Regardless, I'm very curious. So this is going to be a Spike episode. Clearly, it's going to be a Spike episode, or at least I think it is. Either that or a Twilight episode. It's hard to tell with the way the focus shifted at the end there. Just a little bit, at least with Twilight having some kind of concern. But hey, no, Spike seems fine now that he's actually gotten the whole flying thing down. So honestly, I'm really not sure where this is going to go. I still think this might be a Spike episode. Like I said, we need one, and I'm hoping this is it, where it focuses on Spike post getting his wings. But regardless, I'm really hyped now. You know what I mean. I'm really excited. Anyway, let's get going.
It's a pillow! But not
oh, good. We get to see the reaction.
It's a throw pillow. They're more casual. You can use them anywhere. You don't like it.
It's not that. It's just dragons don't really use pillows. At all.
What?
Hey, what's that?
I don't know. It's heading right for us!
Looks like a giant fireball to me.
Okay, now I really owe you for the lesson.
Hey there, young dragons. Name's Sledge. How are your tails shaking? Ooh.
You alright?
Yeah, what happened?
To what? Oh. I don't need to explain myself to a couple of baby dragons.
I mean, clearly you hurt yourself.
Maybe not, but you're hurt and need help. So I'm taking you to Twilight's castle whether you like it or not.
Castle, eh?
I don't like this guy. I don't trust this guy.
I'm glad Spike brought you here, Sludge. I understand you made quite
I think
an
I know where this is
impression
going
in
now.
town.
Literally, there's a hole in everything!
Well, I hope you're not expecting me to fix it.
It doesn't look like you're in much shape to do anything.
I'll manage. Dragons take care of themselves. I don't need help from a bunch of castle-living ponies.
Darling, do be careful.
I'm fine.
Okay.
What?
I think I know where this is going.
You're not
Like,
the
serious.
first stubborn dragon we've met, you know.
And sometimes even dragons need help.
That's true.
I
Very
promise.
true.
My friends and I will only do enough to get you back on your claws.
I honestly don't like where this is going. Oh, that's actually a really nice looking cast, you know. Also, seriously, I can already kind of see where this is going. The idea I'm seeing here, very interesting. Exercise machine. Okay, that was kind of funny. A montage is always interesting because you can kind of talk during them, like, okay. I actually think that was kind of a great idea. It's good exercise for the dude, and really, well, I mean, that's kind of a good exercise for the ponies, at least. At least I'd like to think so. Get him. I do like that they seem to be trying very hard to get him moving, which makes sense. Also, can I just say, I know we've seen a couple of disproportionate wings before, but this dude has some of the most disproportionate wings we've ever seen on a character before. You know what I mean? Look at him. Those are some tiny ass wings for that
I know
huge
you had
body.
your reservations, but it's good to see you feeling better.
Thanks, I guess.
That's what friends are for, darling.
You're pretty lucky to have friends like these, kid.
Actually, I was orphaned as an egg, and Twilight raised me. So these ponies are more than my friends. They're my family.
We try our best, but sometimes I worry maybe
yeah.
Spike is...
Missing something deep down and dragonish.
Really? Wow, I can't tell you how glad I am to hear that.
Why in Equestria would you be glad to hear that?
I wasn't gonna say anything since your life seems so perfect, but I have a confession to make. Coming to Ponyville wasn't an accident. I was looking for you. Spike, I'm your father.
That makes that slightly. I honestly see now. I'm convinced. Okay. This was kind of, you know, as soon as I saw this character, I thought of the title and I was like, oh man, hope that's not where this is going. And it didn't seem like it was going, but then you gotta wait until right before the commercial break, and then you go there, and it's like, I'll give him credit. I still don't quite trust him, obviously, and I think that might be the point. I don't know. But he waited until right before Also, this messes so much with both my headcanon and my fan fiction. Assuming that it's true. But we'll get to that. Point is, oh, they waited right before the commercial break and then, I'll give you that. Okay, so I will give him credit that he waited until Spike brought something up, that he had a problem with his dragonish being a dragon, whatnot. So he waited. I'll give him that credit. But that is, for a smart con man, that's how a smart con man handles it. And, I don't know, Sludge, which, horrible name, Sludge very much seems like a bit of a con man, at least in everything that has happened. Yeah, the way he, And trust me, as someone who's had spinal issues, not major spinal issues, but just that I've had to, like, I'm not very tall, and so walking around, it's like, you know, let's just say I've been in some situations where my back has just been killing me. Not at the moment, thank heavens. But the point I'm trying to make is that, like, it's like, those were such exaggerated reactions to the pain that it's like, I don't trust him. And unfortunately, the ponies, the ponies aren't naive, but they are, I refuse to call them naive, but what they are is generous and helpful and nice. And when you're generous and helpful and nice, it's easy to look past something that might initially, and again, to be fair, the circumstances weren't super suspicious. You know, Sludge, if that is in fact his real name, crash landed in front of Smolder and Spike, and it's like, okay, interesting. And it's like, I'm almost positive he, like, I don't know, we'll see how much he takes advantage of the so-called relationship, but we'll see. Also, I just don't trust him, and I feel like, but the thing about the writers is, they could easily go one way or the other. I could easily see them keeping this as canon. I don't think they will, but I could easily see them doing this to try and give a lesson about something, about, blood family versus bond family. So let's see how this goes.
So, you crashed in Ponyville on purpose?
Well, the crash part wasn't on purpose, but heading here was. I've been searching everywhere for you, kid.
Did you ask in the Crystal Empire? I'm kinda well known there.
Actually, Spike's well known everywhere. Not a lot of dragons were hatched by the Princess of Friendship.
You make it sound so simple. I wish you'd been there to help me search.
I can't believe it. I have so many questions.
Well, ask away. Answering questions is what dads are for.
I guess my biggest question is simple. Why was I an orphaned egg?
Kid, you sure you don't want to ask something else? It's a lot of painful memories.
You're making it really... Man, the writers are really making this really obvious.
The dragon I'd ever met. The Dragon Lord even picked her to scout for the Great Migration, and even though she just laid your egg, we knew she'd have to go. But
okay,
the
animation,
route
the difference in animation is interesting.
And you deserved a chance to know your mother. So I went looking for her, carried your egg to places no dragon or pony has ever been. Past Mount Eris, the abandoned home of the hippogriffs.
Did you visit Klooge Town?
You've been to Klooge Town?
Yeah.
Also, the hippogriffs returned to Mount Eris after we helped them defeat the Storm King.
Oh, well, have you heard of the land of the scale collectors? Because that's where your mother's trail finally led. To a prison world of dragon hunters, where I was forced to choose between surrendering myself or surrendering your egg. Of course, there was no way I was gonna sacrifice my boy, so they took me instead, and that's where I've been ever since. Locked up somewhere not even the Princess of Friendship has heard of.
Whoa!
Yeah,
How did you know I was a boy?
Whatever happened to Spike's mom?
And how did the egg make it all the way back to Equestria by itself?
I wish I had all the answers.
Well, that's all in the past. The only thing that matters now is that we're together, and I'm gonna make up for lost time. I hope you don't mind, but I have a list of all the things I always wanted to do with my dad.
Mind? Spike, my boy, with you by my side, I feel like we can do anything. What do you want to do first?
Well, I've kind of been working on a list for a long time.
Dude, you want to do all of this?
Oh, I mean, we don't have to.
If you think doing everything on this incredibly long list is gonna fill the hole where your dragonishness should be, then that is exactly what we're gonna do.
Alright. I'll say he's somewhat nice for a con man. He's a con man. I'm still convinced. He's definitely a con man. Okay, okay, fair enough. They were kind of impressed by that. Still, man, don't burn the bug. Oh wow. Okay, fair enough. He's present. Of course, he's gonna. What is it? Oh, throw pillow. Ooh, scarf. Nice. Alright. Okay, yeah, I figured, because it's nice. Making it seem like it's harsh swarming. I mean, to be fair, he didn't need to wear the apron. Those look delicious. I would not. I don't trust this guy.
I can't believe we got so many things done. But this is all my stuff. Is there anything you always wanted to do with me?
Not really. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do whatever you want. But if I had a castle like this, with all this stuff, I'd probably just lay around all day doing nothing like a real dragon.
Like a real dragon?
Sure. I'm not surprised you don't know any better. Twilight basically raised you as a pony. You're barely a dragon at all.
Huh?
Oh, God. Okay, see, that was obnoxious.
Spike, how are things going with Sludge?
Honestly, I thought having him around would make me feel more dragonish. But I kind of feel less.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wish I could help.
Oh, shucks. I guess I shouldn't have said anything about you being more pony than dragon. I just wish we had more in common.
Maybe you two can come up with ways to turn up Spike's, dragonishness.
Dragonishness.
You think that's something we can do?
You know what, son? I think it is.
This should be very interesting.
Spike, I'm gonna teach you a thing or two about being a dragon. So listen up, my boy, because
Oh my God,
I'm only gonna say this once.
Is he gonna sing?
Look at this castle where you live.
It's pretty sweet, right?
You can't be a dragon here.
I can't.
Look at these books up on the wall.
Hey, I just finished organizing them.
This treasure pile's not right, I fear. Trust me, I got you covered here. You see all this soft pony stuff you're surrounded with? This has got to be the first thing to go. Nothing about this place that's Dragon Den. There's too much fluff. All these fancy robes tossed in a pile. Take those goblets' dishes. Is that gold still not enough? Deponifying might just take a while. Sure, this place is grandiose, but to a dragon, it's just gross. Time we make the lot all disappear. Reality, you need a dose. To all these ponies, you're too close. You just can't be a dragon here. Good job, my boy, but this is still just the beginning. Each and every dragon has a swagger all his own. Watch, and I'll show you what I mean. You can't move like this with so much stuff to weigh you down. A dragon always keeps it lean. Lose this. Oh, this is nice. Your life is soft, your scales are coiffed. These pillows, beds, and sheets are washed. A delight, but it's just not right what's underneath. Every dragon must be free. Look at you, then look at me. Since when do dragons brush their teeth? Ah, please. Sure, this place is grandiose, but to a dragon, it's just gross. Time we make the lot all disappear.
What do I do?
Okay, well, that was unfortunate. Although, actually, where has she been all this time?
You're right. I feel better already.
See, what did I tell you? You're very lucky that I found you. Now go get me some more.
You got it. I'm gonna go get you all the cushy pony stuff I've got, Dad.
Great. Go get him, son. 'Cause this dragon just can't wait to live here.
Yeah. Shh. Dirty scheming, slimy sludge. Honestly, Sludge being his name is enough of an insult, and yet it's not enough of an insult. Okay, so I knew he was a con man. I feel like, I don't know how young you have to be actually be fooled by this, because I tell you right now, I would not have been fooled by this when I was 9. Going back further than that, I can't say for certain, because my memories of before being 9 aren't the clearest. I know, I'm weird like that. But I knew he was a con man. I knew he was playing it dirty. What a scheme. I will say, whoever they got can actually kind of sing. You're not the best, but it's an interesting song at the very least. And, oh my gosh. Who knew they were like, we've been waiting for something like this for a really long time, in the sense that it gives Spike a background and a history before he was hatched. But this is kind of crazy, because obviously he's making this stuff up. I do like that the picture shown of Spike's so-called mother was the right color. He got his color from her, which implies something like that, but we don't really know if that's how dragon genetics work. Not to mention, beyond, they've been to Klug Town. Yeah, they were. They helped defeat the Storm King. Yeah, the Hippogriffs returned. And so, yeah, maybe he was a little out of date. Who knows? But some very interesting things here. Brings up, clearly he doesn't want to explain it. Yeah, he's making this up. And you know what? The story was almost believable, but it's ridiculous. And, come on. Come on!
Spike? I just thought I'd check to see if you and Sludge had any luck turning up your dragonishness. It's hard not to feel like somehow I let you down all these years. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to barge in on you.
Don't worry about it. Me castle is Sue castle.
Right, well, I'll just get out of your way. Oh, Spike, I'm so sorry. My morning is not going well. What is all this? Why'd you leave the castle so early?
I didn't leave. I spent the night outdoors to get in touch with my dragon side.
Outdoors?
Yeah, and Sludge asked me to bring him the best breakfast Ponyville has to offer so he can show me how a real dragon would eat it. See you later!
Yeah.
And that's why I thought we could use the map to...
Hey, gang! Dad was just showing me how a real dragon would act in the throne room.
Dragons like to sprawl when they get their claws done. Now, if you'll all excuse me, it's time for my bath.
Isn't he the best?
I'm not sure that's exactly the word I would use.
Spike, the bath isn't gonna fill itself, son.
Be right there, Dad.
I'm glad you're not spending the night outside again.
Oh, I am. I'm just looking for a good bedtime story to read to my dad first.
It's nice that you have some pony to show you dragon culture. But are you sure that's what Sludge is doing?
What do you mean?
Well, taking over your room, making a mess of things.
That is dragon culture.
You never acted like that.
That's because you raised me. Now I finally have a chance to see how I'm supposed to be.
I don't think you're supposed to be any different than who you are.
Maybe you just don't like that I have a real parent now.
Oh.
That's not true. I'm glad Sludge is here. I just wish he wasn't such a...
Dragon? Of all ponies, I can't believe you would have a problem with that.
Oh.
Situation.
What happened to you?
Just sleeping outside like we're meant to. It's not like dragons are supposed to live in castles.
I guess not. But I live in the school. Nothing says we have to live outside.
I'm so confused. It's been great having Sludge show me how to be a real dragon, and Twilight just doesn't get it.
What do you mean?
She can't handle how good at being a dragon Sludge is. Maybe someday I'll be able to lay around doing nothing as well as he does.
What?
Well, not now, of course. I'm too busy bringing him pony stuff so he can show me what a dragon would do with it.
So, Sludge just lays around while you wait on him clawing tail? Dragons are rude and rebellious, but they aren't lazy lumps who take advantage of their kids.
Now I'm really confused.
Me too. Why don't you tell me everything Sludge said about being a dragon?
Thank heaven
Hey,
Smolders
what's going
around.
on, son?
Twilight doesn't like having real dragons in the castle, so I told her we're moving out.
Ooh,
You what?
nice.
I found the perfect cave where you two can live. There aren't even any comfortable rocks inside.
That does sound perfect.
No, it doesn't. I mean, I'm not sure I fully demonstrated all the ways a dragon would live here.
But we're not gonna live here anymore, so it doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
I love this. I like this game, and I like this Spike doesn't seem quite so broken up
But I
over the
do.
situation.
Dad, you've already shared so much. This bed is much too soft. Just take that silk rope up. We can't be dragons living here.
Stop! I'm not your father.
What?
I just said that to get in on this sweet castle life.
So, you pretended to be my dad?
Don't look at me like that, kid. I did what any dragon would do.
No, you didn't.
Hey, I saw an opportunity and I took it. That's what dragons do.
No, it isn't.
You know what? I don't need this. I'm out of here. Enjoy living Pony Town. I'm taking this pillow.
I can't believe I thought some pony like that could show me how to be anything.
It must be hard growing up not really knowing who you are.
That's the thing. I know exactly who I am. And how I got that way.
No kidding. No kidding.
Twilight?
Oh, hi. Where's your father?
He's gone. Turns out he wasn't what a real dragon should be after all. He also wasn't my real dad.
Oh, Spike. I'm so sorry.
I'm the one who's sorry. You were just worried about me and I lost my temper. Sludge was just a great big phony.
I have to say, I'm not surprised. There's no way a dragon like that was related to you. But if you still want to search for your real family, I'd understand if you spent more time in the Dragonlands.
I don't think so. I already know who my real family is.
Oh, it's me, right?
Besides, there's no way I'm living without pillows.
Fair point. Pillows came up a lot in this episode. Also, yes. Alright, so... Don't know how to feel about that episode. Don't know how to feel about it. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I like it very much. It wasn't the worst. It did have some entertaining moments, and I like that Smolder backed up that, yeah, dragons are a lot of things. They're greedy, they're rude, but they don't take advantage of the kids. So, yeah, no, this guy's a complete jerk and a con artist, and yeah, figures. Honestly, though, this is annoying because, like me and so many others, want a backstory for Spike. We want to meet his biological parents. And in a way, the show writers and runners are saying, it doesn't really matter. This is who Spike is. He's this guy, pony, dragon. He's a little bit of both. And this is where he's from. This is what matters. This is his family. Okay, fair enough. I'm not saying that the dragon part needs to dominate his life. It doesn't have to. It could totally be a thing. And you know what? The fact that they do this is the penultimate episode of Season 8. The fact that this is it, So I'm mixed about it. I'm leaning towards the negative, but I'm a bit mixed about this episode. It wasn't great. Could have been better. So many interesting things. I don't know. Situations. Regardless, could have been better. Wasn't super happy with it. But you know what? I've seen worse. I'm pretty sure that I'm the least pissed off about this episode. I'm pretty sure I could see a bunch of other people being way more pissed off about this. Though I almost wish that Sludge was Spike's dad. I'm happy he wasn't, but I almost wish he was, just because we could have an explanation of, yeah, sometimes the family you make is a lot better than the family you were born into. You get my gist. So regardless, that would have been an interesting lesson they could have given out, but instead they went this route with another episode that emphasizes that this is where Spike belongs, and that's fine. But it could have been better. It could have been better. Slightly, it wasn't a great episode. Regardless, I'm a little unhappy about it. I'm not super unhappy about it, but I've seen better. Regardless, I'm looking forward to the finale. So good night. This is Mike, Ringmaster of the Imagination Circus, and the Pegasus known as Archangel. Thank you, and please, I can't wait for that finale, and I can't wait for us all to meet again in the future.